you. So in that particular lecture, we are going to see the partial derivatives, some examples on the partial derivatives, some mixed derivatives, mixed partial derivatives, and how to evaluate that derivatives, and under what condition that derivatives are equal. So that is what we are going to see in the today's lecture. So let me share my screen. Okay. My screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to start with the partial one. I will add new page. Yeah, this one is nothing but a partial. So see, write down everyone partial derivative. Now tell me everyone, what is mean by first a total derivative or ordinary derivative? Or sometimes it is also called as total derivative.
So we just differentiate the function
Yes,
or
very good.
with
So,
respect to any variable.
Hello,
so
sir.
tell me, yes.
So it is a new chapter or part of a chapter?
Actually, under the differential calculus, we have this module.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we have our third module is nothing but differential calculus. No, so in that we have this module.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you can say it's a new chapter, but because it's totally different. Okay, so nth derivative and successive differentiation. After that, you can call it as a new chapter. No problem. Okay. So tell me, if I have a function y is equal to f of x, and I write down a derivative of that function as dy by dx, which is equal to some f dash of x. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me, here y is what and x is what? Which one is dependent and which one is independent?
Y is dependent on x.
So we call as dependent and this is independent. Okay, so this is dependent variable, this is independent variable. So here we have one dependent variable and one independent variable. Now what happened in the partial one? You have function, suppose some z is equal to f of x comma y, and here you calculate a partial derivative. I'm going to give you a definition. The notation is called as a dabba. So dabba z by dabba x. Here that two variables x and y are independent. So in a function, if more than one variable, independent variable are present, that time we use a partial derivative. So, and also you can define dabba z by dabba y also. Or sometimes some author instead of z, they use the function dabba f by dabba x and dabba f by dabba 1. One of the same thing. Okay, z is nothing but z is equal to function. Either you can put function or either you can put z. Okay, so that is the main difference between ordinary derivative and the partial derivative. In ordinary derivative, you have only one independent variable, but in partial derivative, you have more than one independent variable. Here, you may have some z is equal to f of x comma y comma w. Okay, so here we have three, 1, 2, 3 independent variables. So you can find out dabba z by dabba x, dabba z by dabba y, dabba z by dabba w, like that only. Okay, we will see that thing in later on. First, we understand the difference. Everyone got the difference now? Okay, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's see the definition. So first we write down the definition and then we see how to calculate that partial derivative, this DABA. The difference here, we use the capital D. So capital D means what? Our normal D, and here a DABA. This is DABA. Okay. So just keep that notation. So whenever you ask find this derivative, it means you need to differentiate partially. Okay. So write down the definition. Let f of xy be a function of x and y. Let f of x comma y be a function of x and y. So I just called be a function, okay, which depends on two variable x and y, which depends on two variable x and y. Okay, so you understand x and y are independent and f is depends on x and y. So if I call f is equal to z, so you can say that z is a function of x and y and z is depends on x and y. Okay, everyone understand that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Where x and y, you can write down also, where x and y are independent of each other. Independent of each other. Okay, then we say that or then f is whatever that f function we have, f is partially depends on x and y. F is partially depends on x and y, and its derivative called as partial derivative. Denoted by, so we use the notation now that partial derivative of f with respect to x and partial derivative of f with respect to y, and calculated by so we write down here, so partial derivative of f with respect to x, we calculate differentiating with respect to x, keeping y as a constant. Everyone understand that partial derivative, how to calculate now? What you need to do, differentiate that function with respect to x when we need to calculate partial derivative of it with respect to x. So differentiate f with respect to x, keep the other variable that is nothing but y as a constant. Can someone tell me how we calculate this then? Yes, differentiating with respect to
Y and keeping x as constant.
y and keeping x as a constant. That's it. Let's take one example, simple example. So example, suppose we have f of xy is equal to, first we will take simple sin x, sin xy. Now tell me what is partial derivative of f with respect to x? Partial derivative of f with respect to x. Tell me now. Simple example. Tell me.
Cos xy into dy by dx.
Dy by dx. Okay. Okay. Any other one? I
Y
write down.
cos y.
Okay. Here
Y
is
cos xy.
y cos xy. Can someone tell me why it is y cos xy?
Because
That's
we are
correct.
taking y as constant, sir.
Exactly. Here, see, simple. Tell me, what is the derivative of sine ax with respect to x? What you do, first differentiate sine, it becomes cos ax, and then you differentiate that x with respect to x. So simple, a came here. So here also, here, whenever you differentiate with respect to x, what they are saying, keep y as a constant. So that y is a constant. So differentiation of sine is nothing but cos xy. And if you again take the derivative of xy, okay, here y is constant. So keep y outside and derivative of x is 1 only. So that's why y cos 1. Got it, everyone?
So
Yes,
you
sir.
can go up. I
Yes,
want
sir.
to add that definition.
Okay, you wanted to?
Right definition.
Okay, definition. Okay. Is it okay?
So
Okay, here we calculate the other one. So what is that other one? Oh, tell me dabba f by dabba y now, what it comes? If you
X
done with the
cos
definition,
xy. X cos xy.
X cos xy.
so that down here, just give me a minute. Okay, so and partial derivative of f with respect to y, we can write down here what x into cos x1. Correct. Can I give you one more example? Can you solve this? F of x comma y is equal to 3x square minus 4xy plus y square. Find out dabba f by dabba x. Tell me what it is. Or you can find at 1 comma 1 everything. You need to find at 1 comma 1. First we find dabba f by dabba x. So tell me what is dabba f by dabba x?
6x minus
6x
4y plus
minus
y
4y plus y square
Minus 4y
plus 0.
plus 0.
plus 0.
Plus 0.
Exactly, because here y is a constant, here also y is a constant, so differentiation of x is only 1, so minus 4y, that's it. And now what is dabba f of dabba x at point 1 comma 1?
2y minus 4x.
No. I'm talking about 1 comma 1 only.
Oh,
So
so
substitute 1 here. So what happened here? 4 minus 6 minus 4, you are getting
Yes, sir.
2 as answer. Okay. Now you calculate dabba f by dabba y. Now tell me what it is.
2y minus 4x.
You can say in other way, no problem. That is also correct. So we find out in a straight way. First, its derivative is 0 because x is a constant. Here x is a constant, differentiation of y. So minus 4x came here in the picture. And with respect to y, it is 2y. So one is saying 2y minus 4x, that is also correct. And what is at point 1 comma 1? Sometimes it's write down in the bracket 1, sometimes it is write down something like that. Straight line at 1 comma 1.
minus 2.
Minus 2, sir.
Minus 2. Correct. So you are getting here minus. So everyone got now how to find a partial derivative?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So keep that thing in your mind always. While calculating a partial derivative, take a pause for 1 second or 2 seconds and think we are calculating a partial derivative. It's not a total derivative. Here we have two independent variables. It means whenever you differentiate with one independent variable, you need to keep other variable as a constant. Okay, so think twice while differentiating. Okay, because it's very simple one, but so many students, they were in hurry and they can write down. Or here, if I wanted to differentiate with respect to y, they can write down anything. They write down 2y. Then again here they take the derivative of x also, derivative of y also. They write down minus 4 and 6x, something like that. Please don't do such a things. Definition is clean and clear, very simple definition. Differentiation with respect to one term, you need to keep other terms as a constant. That's it. Okay. Now we will see some notations. Everyone done with that? Anyone, any doubts? Any doubts, anyone? Yes or no?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So we write down the notations. Now we have different notations. Okay. So partial derivative of f with respect to x, we also denoted by fx. Okay, the first notation. Second notation, simply on the same way, partial derivative of f with respect to y, we denoted by fy. Okay. Then we have here, I can write the third notation. The second order partial derivative, you can write down partial derivative of x. Same, the rules of whatever the rule we have for total derivative, we are using this one, and which is also denoted by fx. Okay, and fourth rule, second order partial derivative with respect to y. So on the same way, you can write down okay. These are the first point. Now second point is a mixed derivative. That is quite interesting. Okay, mixed, or sometimes it is called as cross derivative. So mixed partial derivative. In the notations itself, so dabba 2f divided by dabba x dabba y, so it is denoted by dabba by dabba x of dabba f of dabba y, and here it is denoted by f of xy. Okay, and dabba 2f divided by dabba by dabba x, it is denoted by dabba by dabba y of dabba f by dabba x, and it is denoted by f of yx. Okay, everyone got this? I need to. Okay. Here. I think we made something. Interchange this. What we have? fxy is nothing but with respect to x first. This is fxy. The meaning of that is what? First, you differentiate with respect to x and then with respect to y. And here we have fyx. So meaning of that, f is nothing but differentiate with respect to y first and then with respect to x. So differentiate with respect to y first and then with respect to x, and this is denoted like that. Okay. Also, you can write down this as, so keep that thing in your mind now, that is important. So f of xy is nothing but partial derivative of y of f of x, like that. Okay. And what is f of x here? F of x is the first order partial derivative with respect to x. F of x, and f of yx partial derivative of c. When fx is there, so here we have first f of y and then fx. Clean and clear? Clean and clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write down that notations. These are called as the mixed partial derivative. Now the straightforward question comes whether f of yx and f of xy, whether these are equal or not. These are equal or not. That is the question comes. So let's take first example and let's check whether these are equal or not. Okay. So for that purpose, we have one theorem. I'm not going to give you the proof of the theorem, but I will tell you under which condition the mixed partial derivatives are equal. So everyone done with this writing? Can I go further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that theorem name is Young's theorem. So we write down the statement of theorem. So that theorem name is Young's Young's theorem. So cross partial derivatives are equal corresponding cross or mixed are equal if the first order partial derivative is continuous. Okay, so here whenever you have that mixed partial derivative equal, under what condition? Under when its partial derivative, first order partial derivative is continuous. That time this happens. But right now in that particular module or in that particular syllabus, we are going to consider, so write down remark. In this module, we are considering examples whose first order partial derivative are equal or are continuous, not equal. First order partial derivative are continuous. So in this module, what happened? F of xy is equal to f of yx. Because what? We are considering first order partial derivative is continuous. Now, we are not going to explain what is meant by continuous, how to check whether it is continuous or not. We are going to assume that only. So that is partial derivative of f with respect to xy is equal to partial derivative of f with respect to yx. Okay, which is not always, which is not in general. Got it, everyone? Yes,
Yes.
or no? So let's take an example. Let's take an example and check it out whether these are equal or not. So example, let's take the example that we have done earlier. F of xy is equal to what we have sin xy. Check for dabba 2f divided by dabba x dabba y is equal to dabba 2f divided by dabba y dabba x. So tell me, what is first dabba f by dabba x for that function, equation 1? F with respect to x.
Y cos sin x.
Y into cos sin xy or cos xy. Cos xy into y, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is dabba f by dabba y?
X cos XY.
X cos xy that we have calculated already. Now our next target is what? To find dabba 2f divided by dabba x dabba y. So we have d by dx. Use the definition of mix. Now substitute this value dabba by dabba x. What is the value of dabba f by dabba y?
X cos XY.
X into cos xy. Now how to evaluate that? Partial derivative with respect to x. Here also we have term of x and here also we have term of x. Then
So X into minus sine XY.
we need to use the product rule. That is what you are saying, no?
Yes, sir.
So what is I revise the product rule in 2 minutes.
Cos
So product
XY
rule,
plus
first I tell you the product rule. The derivative of u and v is nothing but first term as it is derivative of second plus second term as it is derivative of first. That is what we have product rule.
Yes,
So we
sir.
use that one. So first x as it is.
So cos
Derivative. What is derivative of this now?
X
minus
cos XY.
minus Y sin XY.
Minus y into sine xy. Correct. Now plus sine second term as it is, that is nothing
Plus
but
cos XY.
cos xy as it is, and differentiation of x is what? 1 only. So can I write down this what I am getting? Cos xy minus xy into sine xy. Okay. Can we call this as a equation 1? Or this is what I am getting. Now, what is dabba 2f divided by dabba y dabba x? So dabba by dabba y remains outside, dabba f by dabba x comes inside. So dabba by dabba y. What is the value of dabba by dabba x? Dabba f by dabba x. Yes. What it
Sir,
is?
Y cos
I cos
XY.
XY.
Y cos xy. Now again use the same thing. So first y as it is. Differentiation of this with respect to y. Tell me.
Anybody wants to add to this?
Yes, tell me what it comes.
Minus XY sin.
No, it's perfect.
Minus
Next part
x
is
Why?
what is the observed on these days?
sin xy. Am I correct?
Kanishka, you want to answer?
Then plus. What about this? Only cos xy. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And then what you will get? You will get cos xy
Anything else?
minus xy
Yes.
into sin xy. Tell me whether equation 1 or equation 2 are same.
Meaning of father?
Cos xy minus minus xy sin xy sin xy. So what it means? From 1 and 2. Partial derivative, second order partial derivative of xy is equal to second order partial derivative of yx. Okay, write down this. Any doubts, anyone?
सर थोड़ी स्क्रीन ऊपर कर दो ना, ऊपर का थोड़ा दिखता है।
It's
हाँ
okay?
बस हाँ
So it's very simple. Just you need to keep the definition in your mind. That's it. If done, please tell me. So we will give next example. Done? Done with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Can I give you next example?
Sure.
Okay.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Okay. I write down here example. Like then other those who are done they can solve. So find. Write down example number third, fourth, fifth. I don't know. Find partial derivative of f with respect to x and partial derivative of f with respect to y for f is equal to for x comma y, which is equal to sine of x divided by 1 plus 1. Only single number I am talking about right now. Yes, tell me.
Sir, for dx, like for the x term, it should be 1 divided by 1 plus y cos x by 1 plus y.
So you are saying dab by dab by x. Huh.
Yeah, cause
then-
if y is constant, so we'll differentiate only x inside the sign term.
Okay.
So cos x by 1 plus y
Huh?
into
Cos
Cos
x divided by
by
1 plus
1
1
y
plus
plus
y.
y
into
Multiplied by
Into
1 by 1 plus
one
1 by 1 plus y.
absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Now dab by f divided by dab by y. That is correct.
X cos x upon 1 plus y.
X. Okay. First I write down. That is the same thing. That is you are getting same. That is no big difference.
So x
What
is
is
constant and it will come out, sir.
we are differentiating with respect to y. So what will come here? X divided by
Minus 1 by 1 plus y square.
correct. So the minus one I will give to the x sign. So it will come like that. Okay. Got it everyone? Because we are differentiating what? Here we are differentiating with respect to y. So x becomes constant. So x I can take an outside. So what remains only 1 upon y. So what is the derivative of 1 upon y with respect to y?
Minus 1
minus 1 by 1
minus 1
plus
upon
1 plus y.
y bracket square, something like that. So that's why we written, and that x is multiple. So you are getting this thing. Okay. So this is what you have. So I hope everyone understand now how we are doing this. Can we take one more example? Can I give you one more example?
Just a second, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please
Yes,
write
sir.
down this first. If you are done with that, then tell me. I will give an example. The application of partial differentiation are most important. That application we are going to use to find the Jacobian, find the minimum value, maximum value, like that. Okay. Okay, done.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay, so let's take the example. Next example. Okay, first we will take the example, then we will go for the different one. So it's quite easy. So okay, let's see what happens. So I'm going to give you a little bit big one. F of x comma y comma z, example number 4. Huh? F of x comma y comma z is equal to x square into y cube into z raised to 4 plus x square y square plus x cube z cube plus y raised to 4 into z raised to 4. Find fx, fy, fz, fxy, fyz, fzx. Tell me now. You can find lot more. Huh? Also, you can find fxx, fyy, fzz. Okay, now tell me. Here it is interesting. Why? How many independent variables are here?
3.
3. Initially, we have definition for 2. Now we just generalize this definition. The way of logic of thinking is same. The definition is also same. I'm not going to give the definition. We are directly solve the problems. So tell me, fx is nothing but partial derivative of f with respect to x.
X,
So
y
the
cube,
answer-
z to the power 4 plus
okay, I write down
xy
starting. Okay, tell me what it is.
x, y
2x.
cube, z to the power 4.
X y cube.
So 2x
2x
into y
sorry,
cube
2x,
into
2x,
z
z
raised
to
to
the
4
power 4
Y cube into z raised to power 4 first term.
Plus
What about
plus
second
plus
term?
2x,
2x y square
Very good.
plus
Next.
3x
Plus
square y
3x
z to
square
the power
y
cube
y cube z cube,
Z cube, Z cube,
cube.
z cube,
Z
Zero.
cube.
then 0.
That's it. How you do that? Simple one. Logic is same. Differentiating with respect to one variable, keep whatever the other variables we have as a constant. That is the logic only. Okay. And on the same way, you can calculate now da by f by da by y. So with respect to y, so here we have y term. So we can write down plus 3y square and remaining x square z raised to 4 as it is plus 2y x square as it is. Here we don't have y, so this is 0 directly. Here we have y, so 4 y cube z raised to 4. Okay, and lastly, partial derivative of f with respect to z. Here we calculate. So here we have z term. So 4 z cube x square remains as it is and y cube remains as it is. Here we don't have z, so it becomes 0. Here we have z, so 3z square into x cube. Okay, what is next? Plus, yes, tell me.
So y power 3 times y power 4 into z cube.
4 times y to the power 4 z to the power z cube.
Okay, is it okay now? Everyone understand that? Now, can someone tell me how to find now. This is done, this is done, this is done. Xy. So f of xy is nothing but what? First, you need to differentiate with respect to x and then with respect to y. Yes or no? So you need to write down something like that. Yes or no? So tell me, what is that? DA by f by dA by x. So already calculate dA by f by dA by x. You need to differentiate with respect to y. So differentiate this term with respect to y only. So what happened? Tell me, what is the solution with respect to y now? This. Am I audible?
Yes. No.
Okay, okay. With respect to y, tell me. Everyone understand? So you can put right down that this value directly. And can I copy these? I need to write down. This is not coming. Leave it. We can write down.
Sir, the answer would be 6xy square z raised to 4 plus 4xy.
Okay, I just calculate now. Let's check what it comes. So with respect to y, if I am differentiating, so it is 6. Very good. 6xy square z raised to 4. Very good. Here with respect to y means what it will come? 4xy. And here no terms of y, so it means it is 0. So this is what you have f of x comma y. If you calculate f of yz, it means you differentiate with respect to y first and then z. So dA z outside and dA f y, dA y inside. So dA f by dA you have this. So differentiate with this with respect to z. So that 4 comes above. So 4 into 3 is 12 y square x square z cube plus with respect to z, if I differentiate this becomes 0. And with respect to z, if I differentiate, it becomes 16 y cube z cube. Yes or no? Everyone getting what I'm doing here?
Yes, sir.
So this is also done. Similarly, you can find out rest of the term. So these 3 remaining as a homework, you can do this. Okay. You can find out as a homework. Simple one. It's very easy. It's not like that. So we can solve one more for your purpose. F of x comma x. So f of x comma x. Fx already we calculated. Again we differentiate with respect to x. So here x. Here we will get x, just derivative of x is 1. So it remains as it is. Here also x gone. So it remains 2y square. And here x is nothing but what you are getting, 6xz cube. That is what you have fx comma fxx. So this is how you can calculate the easy things. Okay, so this is also done. Fy by fzz you can easily find out. No problem. If someone asks you find f of x, y, z, you can easily find. How? You can find out f of x, then f of y, and then f of z. So first dA by dA z like this into dA by dA y into dA by dA f by dA x. So dA f by dA x you have already, or you have this thing also, dA by dA z into dA 2f divided by dA y dA x. So dA by dA y dA x you calculate x y y x is the same. You can differentiate this term with respect to 0. You will get the answer. Okay. So this is how we can. Yes. This one, no? This one you are talking about.
Last one.
Okay. See, if you wanted to find out f of x, f of y, f of z. Okay. So here we have 3 variables. No. So this also the possibilities are there. So what is the meaning of this? Firstly, differentiate with respect to x, then with respect to y, then with respect to z. So how I can write down lastly with respect to z. So with respect to z, with respect to y, with respect to x. Okay. If you club that two, what you are getting, dA 2f divided by dA x, dA y dA x.
Yes,
Whether you calculated this, if not, you can see whether you calculate dA xy. So you calculated here f of xy already. Yes or no? Here you calculated. See, this is the value you already calculated. So you just put this value here and you differentiate with respect to z only. So the answer of that is becomes 12x, not 12, no, 24. We are differentiating with respect to x, no, with respect to z. So if I differentiate this with respect to z, so 4 comes here, 6 4s are 24 x y square z cube. That's it. Because here no z is there, so it is 0. So this is what you have your answer. And accordingly, we can generalize the things. Got it?
So can you repeat this one?
Again, okay, no problem. See, we need to calculate f of x, y, z. Okay, so partial derivative of x, y, z. The meaning of this, by the definition, firstly, you need to differentiate with respect to x, then with respect to y, then with respect to z. So I write down by using our notation, first with respect to x, then with respect to y, and then with respect to z. So I club that two. Either you can directly find here by x. You have this value, put it here. Again, you can find with respect to y, and again, no problem. So what I did here, because I calculated some already here, that stuff, this stuff. See, dabba y by dabba f by dabba x, dabba y by dabba f by dabba x. So if I club that, so what I am getting, this value I am getting. So what is my task remaining only? I need to differentiate. So this value came here only. So what I need to differentiate now? Differentiate this term with respect to z. So if I differentiate with respect to z, it means we need to keep other variable as a constant. So here x constant, y square is constant. So if I differentiate z raised to 4, it becomes 4z cube. 4 into 6, 624 x squared z cube. Here no z term is present, it means it is 0. So that is what I am doing. Got it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, clean and clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how we are doing a partial differentiation. Okay,
Okay, sorry.
can I give you one more example as a homework?
Sure, sir.
Okay, so find all the partial derivatives. Number 56, you can check it out. Find all partial derivatives. We never ask all partial derivative. We will give you f of fx, y, fyx. So it's homework problem. That's why whatever possible ways you can calculate it. So you will get a clear idea. Here we have x into sine of yz. So you can find out this as a homework. Okay. Two by two, 3 by 3, whatever you wanted to find, you just find it out. Okay. Also, one more example that is quite interesting. That is what we are going to deal this particular example in the next lecture. Same kind of example, but let's see whether you are getting or not. So find dabba z by dabba x and dabba z by dabba y for the equation. Now they have given some equation. The equation is something x cube plus y cube plus z cube plus 6xyz, which is equal to 1. It is called as an implicit function. Now implicit function. Now that is we are going to see in the next lecture. What is implicit function? How to find the derivative of implicit function? What is chain rule? That we are going to see in the next lecture. But can someone tell me how we can evaluate this? That something comes in your mind? Dabba z by dabba x, dabba z by dabba y.
Sir, for dabba z by dabba x, we'll take only x term, no? Z and y would be constant.
Now, no. How when we differentiate f or f of x comma y, when we are saying like this, it means what? It means what? This z is nothing but f of x y. We already denoted by na z is equal to f of x. So we have function of x and y. So that time whether we consider z is constant, we find out dabba z. That comes in the
No.
numerator. It is dependent term, not independent term. You
So
cannot
we'll take
Ah.
z terms on the left side and all other
But
terms on the right side.
this is not possible here. Just try to do that thing. If this is possible, then this is the simple function. That's why that implicit function comes in the picture. Implicit function means what? You cannot find out one variable in terms of another variable. So here you cannot write down x in terms of yz, y in terms of xz, or z in terms of xy. It is not possible.
So
That's
we
why
can
that-
do, sir, differentiate both side by dx and
Okay.
differentiate both side by dy.
So okay, so let's do it. So first, differentiate. So
So we can take it as an independent function, the z wala part.
Okay, so differentiate with respect to x. If I done, so tell me what happened. What should I write down? That is the correct way. Differentiate with respect to x or differentiate with respect to y. So differentiate that equation with respect to x. So what happened? Tell me here now.
3x square plus
Very good.
6yz.
3x square plus
6yz.
no. Bolo. What happened?
Sir,
Six
3x
plus six.
square plus 3
3
y square dy by dx.
No, dy by dx not comes in the picture because here they mention x and y are independent. Only z is dependent. So here you need to treat y as a constant. What is the definition? See, in the definition they are saying if one variable, one independent, we are differentiating with respect to one independent variable, keep other independent variable as a constant. So here z is dependent variable here because z came above, no? It is dependent. So what happened here? So plus it is independent. We see that. So it becomes it is 0. But it is dependent. So here you will get 3z square into dabba z by dabba x plus here 6 y into dabba z by dabba x, which is equal to 0. And now you can club this term dabba z by dabba x, and you can easily find dabba z by dabba x come something divided by something. Got it everyone?
तो वो लास्ट वाला पार्ट कैसे किया एक्स वाई जेड वाला?
यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया है x y z में. Oh yes, correct. We need to use the product rule there. Very good, good observation. We need to use the product rule. How product rule? Because here 6 is the constant, y is the constant. So 6y we can take it outside as a constant. Now we have here x and here z, the product, and we are differentiating with respect to x. So first we can keep z as it is. Differentiation with respect to x is 1, then plus x as it is. Differentiation with respect to x is this, and which is equal to 0. Absolutely correct. So now you can take this common and you will get the answer. Okay now?
Okay, sir.
Got it everyone? Got it everyone?
Yes,
Because
sir.
that is what you are also doing in
Yes,
terms
sir.
of functions. Okay, but here the point is what? Which one is dependent you need to recognize. In the previous, the ordinary derivative, you have only one dependent and one independent. So easily observe, if we are differentiating with respect to x, it means y is dependent. So leave it, y directly divide, you can do like that only. But here you need to think little bit. And we are going to take some examples tomorrow on that particular point. Now your task is what? Find the dabba z by dabba x and dabba z by dabba y. This is hint. Okay. So we stopped here. Any doubts, anyone? Shall we stop here?